Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video with Hubert, and welcome to this first ever look at my upcoming Buffalo State Hospital Minecraft map. This is a project I've been working on for a few weeks now, and so yeah, this is pretty much it. And so as you can see, I do have 3 of the floors for the administration building done. I still need to work on the roof and basement, of course. But I also do have 2 of the 5 male wards, so the male ward building's done as well, for the most part, just the main structure. And I also do have some of those connectors going on. So these curved connectors that link the 11 structures together, so the main building of the complex. And so you can see I also did use mud brick for the areas that have Medina sandstone. Just wanted to try something different. And then as you can see, the rest is just going to be brick here. So, of course, the 3 remaining ward buildings, which will go right about here, the 3 outer wings, both for the male and female wards, were constructed of brick, while the 2 closest to the administration block were sandstone, specifically Medina sandstone. And so here's the back of one of the male ward buildings, and here you can see this right here is an outline for what will be the men's kitchen, so the men's kitchen building here, which is also constructed using Medina sandstone, so I use mud brick for that as well as again, the 2 male ward buildings here, as well as the connectors as well. And so here's just kind of the back of the male ward buildings again. So this is the first one right to the right-hand side of the administration block. And speaking of which, here is the back of the administration block. And I can see that I do not have the female ward in place yet. I have not started working on that yet. And that's because the way I'm building this is I'm actually going to have several versions, kind of just through the years of the institution's operation. And so this first version is from 1880, which means that the female ward had not been completed yet. It had not even been started yet, since construction of the female ward did not start until 1889. And so that's why I don't have it here, but it will be in the other versions. So anyways, just kind of showing the side of the administration block here. And we also have a side entrance over here. And so I just got kind of the basic, shell here. So the walls with openings cut out for windows. Even got some of the details on the windows. And here just kind of showing the front of the administration block here. And oh yeah, you can see I even took the time to put in that cornerstone, which is actually a lot bigger than it appears here. So here it just looks like a tiny little block here, but actually on the real life building, it's a lot bigger than that. So couldn't really do much, but just know that that block is, the cornerstone is a lot bigger than what it appears here. And so I think we can kind of take a look inside now. So yeah, first here's the kind of this porch area. You can see it's very narrow, but that's actually how it's supposed to look. And then so here's the interior, which there isn't really a whole lot going on at the moment. Just kind of got most of the outlines for the rooms done. So this is kind of how I build. I also did kind of do this for my Mount Massive Asylum map. So this is how I build. I build the basic shell of the building, and then I start putting down white concrete just to kind of lay out the rooms. And so that's kind of what I'm doing here. Here, this is going to be a staircase in the future. There's also one on the other side. And then you got this hallway here, and yeah, going on up to the second floor. So yeah, this would be the main staircase right over here. As you can see, I've not finished laying out all of the rooms completely, especially on the second and third floors, since I do not have plans as to what those would have looked like back then, at least. I do have plans as to what they looked like as of recently, but not as to how they would have looked like back in 1880 when the building first opened. So there's still some areas that I still need to do a little bit of research on, just to ensure I get it as close to accurate as possible. And then here's the fourth floor here. So this very large space is the chapel. So this is where the chapel used to be located. It was moved to Andrews Hall in 1905. And I think that's pretty much it for the administration block. And then kind of going through it, oh yeah, we got one of the connectors here. And it's really dark here. Yeah, okay, so let me just set the time today. Yeah, so you can actually see things now. But yeah, anyways, this is male ward A. And it's actually the largest of the male ward buildings, since not all of the ward buildings, none of the male ward or the female ward buildings are the exact same to each other. So there's no like one copy of each. They're all slightly different to each other. And then let's see, so we got a staircase, yep, and then, oh yeah, I forgot to remove some of that snow there, since you probably have noticed I'm building this on like a snow terrain map. So it does snow here every so often. And then, so yeah, this is all going to be rooms in the future with some dormitories. So most of these are for single persons, but there's also like a dormitory there that can sit up to 3 people. Here's a dining room. Well, it will be a dining room in the future. This also later became a dormitory after the opening of the men's dining hall in 1924. And then right over here, there's like bathrooms and toilets, so like stuff like that pretty much. So there's one of the bathrooms. I forgot what that room was, but then over here are toilets. And this narrow space right here is actually supposed to be a broom closet. So it's very, very narrow. I thought I could get it to at least 2 blocks wide, but 1 block was all I could manage to squeeze in there. So that's, yeah, here's another staircase. And then a connector. And this is male ward B, so slightly different from male ward A. And so, yeah, another staircase there. You can probably tell because of the way the windows are angled like that. Over here is the dining room, and then this goes to the men's kitchen. It's kind of on the basement here, as you can see, since this area back here is actually a little bit lower than the area at the front. So that's actually something I only noticed when I started building. So I'm going to have to dig all of this out. I'll probably have to lower that by like 3 blocks, maybe 4, something like that, just to make sure it actually looks how it's supposed to look. But yeah, so that's not really the foundation for a men's kitchen. That's kind of almost at the roof, really, just because that area is, again, lowered. And so yeah, you can see some of the window placements are a little different here in this ward building compared to the first one. But the overall layout is pretty much the same. Yeah, with some differences like this. So no dining room over here. It's like the one of those rooms was a parlor. But then like these areas at the back here are pretty much the same. Alright, yeah. And so that's pretty much gonna be it for that. I don't really have a whole lot to really say, because at this point, yeah, I have not started work on male ward C. I've only got the connector for it that links it between B and C. But anyways, I think that's going to be it for that. So I think I'll just leave you with a couple of views that are reminiscent of some of the early construction photographs from 1874. The only difference is that in those photos, only the first and second floors were built up. Here, as you can see, I do have all 3 floors built up in my map, but it is still kind of similar to that photo. And so there's one from the back, and there's also one from the front, which I will leave you off. And so yeah, guys, that is pretty much going to be it for this video. Let me know what you think of it. If you have any suggestions as well, I am always open to hearing any type of suggestions, of course. And so I don't really have anything to say past this point. I will be providing regular updates, of course, just like my Mount Massive asylum map. And so yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one as always. So until then, bye for now, everyone.